understand how I was hurting, you know, guys in the gym, you know, every sparring session, but I get into a fight and my power wouldn't be there, but it was because I was just depleting myself so much, killing myself to make the weight, that I was leaving it all, you know, in the gym. And this fight, you know, I wasn't even, you know, trying to, you know, punch hard, and I was hurting him, knocking him down, and I knocked him down and stuff like that.
Champ, you've been lauded for your skills, obviously, and like you just said, power has been a thing that some people try to knock you on. What do you think this fight, what kind of statement this sends to the rest of the division in terms of your power and some of the guys who have thought?
No, I mean, I just showed that I got it all. I got, you know, I got the power, speed, everything. It just depends on what I want to do. Mike, what's your question?
Anyway, congrats on the performance.
Thank you.
Performance. Look, you've heard all the critics say that you don't have power, that you can't take a punch. What do you say to them now?
Like I said, I'm a complete fighter. You know, but they gonna always say something. You know, first they said I couldn't sell, then you know I just sold out. You know, 16, 17,000. They said I didn't have no power. I went in there, I dropped him early, hurt him multiple times. What they gonna say now?
Devin, congrats on a superb performance.
Thank you.
You and T.O. are now the top two guys in the division. What are your thoughts on that? When I ask him about it, he kind of laughs it off. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I want to make the best fights happen. If we can make the fight happen, and it makes sense, then we can make the fight happen. Like I said, the biggest fights for the most money.
Devin, I wanted to ask you a question. I'll take my answer from either you or Bill. Tank made a reference saying, well, it should be sold out because you had tickets for this amount of money and that amount of money. I just wanted to get a response from either you or Bill.
Tank don't want to fight because if he really wanted to fight, then he would be trying to build up the fight instead of trying to knock it down, or try to say, oh, I'm only selling because of this or because of that. If he really wanted to fight me, he would be making it that it's a big fight and it's the best fight for boxing. But he only talk down on the fight. But like I said many times, they say everything but let's fight.
Nobody has outdid Devin. In terms of Tank's dance partners, you don't have to down the other fighter to validate what you are and what you bring to the table. Tank and his team have consistently lied to the people. They created this narrative that because you make money or because you charge the people some astronomical money for a fight, that that the guy's going to lose, because obviously what is it when the betting line doesn't even reflect as much money as that the guy is charging. So talk the message to all the fans: stop letting Tank and his team piss on your head and tell you it's rain with these fights, these insignificant fights. You know what I mean? They're saying it's for the culture. Devin represents the culture and represents boxing and what boxing should be and what boxing is. Hey, the little lady with the braids. Next.
Sparring session?
Bella!
Bellsy Wellsy. Yeah, I went in there and I was real disciplined. I made it easy as possible. You've seen some of my infamous sparring sessions. So you tell me, do you think that it was a sparring session?
Probably.
Devin, how much longer you think until you're #1 pound for pound?
I don't know. I put it in Allah's hands. I'm not rushing nothing. I'm still young.
Don't down and crown him.
25 years old. It's only a matter of time. Inshallah, I'll be #1 on that pound for pound list. But I'm moving. I'm climbing the ladder.
No other fighter has done what Devin has done, crossing the pond to become undisputed, coming up to another division and fighting the hard-hitting, arguably no one, the boogeyman, no one wanted to fight. He's the #1 fighter right now, pound for pound. I know, and it's no slight towards Terrence Crawford's performance, but if Errol Spence was depleted and he has to go up to 54, how much fucking credit can we give him for that fight?
And I feel like I'm, at this point that I should be fighter of the year.
Absolutely.
Yes, not only that, they don't want to give my dad credit, but I think my dad deserves credit for the year. When when they mentioned the best trainers in boxing, I don't understand because they never mentioned my dad, but he is the best trainer in boxing, and it showed. Look! We just went in there, went up in weight, and fought arguably the best at 140 and pitched a shutout. Didn't even get hit with nothing. Handicapped him. Come on now. My dad deserved trainer of the year, and I deserve fighter of the year.
Phil, when my mind went to working just now. When you guys are talking about 47, and you just mentioned the Crawford comparison, is that a fight even us worth thinking about? Haney and Crawford at 47. If Terrence, he's going to rematch Spence, but if he were to come back at 47,
you know what? My nickname for Devin is Superman. And anything is possible. But let's move this thing the way that it's supposed to move and give him credit for this fight tonight. But don't look at like a far-fetched possibility of him going up to 47. He's the boss. He'll get a chance to decide. Of course, Eddie will do his best to put things on the table. We'll strategize and give Devin a chance to look at it. But I keep hearing this Ryan Garcia shit. Is that real, Eddie, or what?
It's come from Oscar, which doesn't necessarily mean it's real. But Ryan said so as well. But listen, that's a great fight. I think Ryan should be chasing the champions at 140. He should be chasing the number one in the division. And Devin's the number one in the division. So, I do think, looking back, I think people don't quite understand what Devin used to do